Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. I'm back. We're going to do some more Oxygen Not Included today. The Lateral Fever has ended. We're back to our regularly scheduled content. Hope you're doing well. Isla Avo. I keep pronouncing that differently every time, don't I? We're in a bit of a pickle on Oxygen Not Included. We're running out of sand. And by running out, I mean we have run out. Here's the issue. So we're on Blasted Ceres. The asteroid does not have a huge amount of sand to begin with. We mined all of it. We do have a brine geyser that we're geotuning to get salt that we're crushing into sand. But this is now dormant for 50 cycles. We have about 5 tons of salt left to crush. And basically, we are now dependent on rock crushers for sand. What are we using sand for? We're mostly using it for the water sieve that's running our bathroom. We were using it for oxygen in our polluted dirt management system. Let's unpause it for a sec. Unfortunately, this does not... I don't think this is going to actually work anymore. And I've realized it's because this thing is using approximately... Well, let's see, it's 14 times 133. So that is somewhere in the region of 2 to 2.5 kilograms per second of sand. Which is a lot. It's similar to what the actual water sieve is using, trying to feed all of our sleepweed. So all in all, the consumption of sand was getting to around 5 kilograms per second. And the actual output of our brine vent, geotuning it all, is not going to be that high. 30% of this is getting turned into sand. We're turning some of it into bleach stone, so that... Oh, 30% of this comes out as salt. Some of that is being turned into bleach stone, so we can geotune this. The rest is being used for sand, but it's definitely not enough. So we've actually got to cut our sand consumption down, which means this is probably going to have to get shut off until we can start sending it back from space. And we're probably going to have to stop feeding the sleepweed so much. I mean, we are massively overproducing food at the moment. So it might be a case where I just don't grow it at the moment. But then what we would have to do is we'd actually have to disable access in here and stop them from putting dirt in here, because these plants will consume dirt even while they're not actually being irrigated. But the point is, the sand is being used to irrigate them. So that's not really working. Yeah, it uses a lot, considering we were relying on it for our oxygen. Now, we have set up a spawn. Wait, buried object discovered. Oh yeah, we've got one dupe over here who's discovering geysers. There's a gold volcano, that's quite funny. We don't really need more refined metal. We were actually having a look on the planet connected to our teleporter for other salt sources. Unfortunately, there aren't any here, which is annoying. I think we probably are going to have to consider going into space and having a look. Now, if we go into the map here and look at filtration medium, there's a few odd pockets of sand still about, but they're not very large. This one's quite large. We could probably do something with this. It's generally not a lot. We've really thoroughly mined the asteroid of sand. There were a few deposits. Gonna have to keep looking. There's a few more over here. It's not a lot, though. Not enough that we can rely on digging more sand, and there's none down here. So, I mean, well, first things first, let's actually come over here. We can just go through this material here. I think that's fine. So if we just come and dig... I'm going to dig this to make sure we don't accidentally melt anything. And come down there and grab that. Is there any other significant amount of sand? I don't think... There's a little bit over here. It's not a lot. And this is kind of going to breach into space, which we don't really want to do. We can collect the odd bit, but it's not a lot. So we'll keep having a look. Yeah, definitely not something we can rely on. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move some rock crushers in here and start crushing rock. Now, we did make loads and loads and loads of ceramic from this machine. I don't really want to use that because it's a better insulator than any other rock that we've got. So I think what we're actually going to do is we're just going to set up a few extra rock crushers in here, and we're going to make sure that people can access the rock crushers. And we're just going to start doing that. So let's set this to priority 9. We'll put a little door here. And we'll just start... Yeah, we'll just start making some little mini rock crusher rooms. Nothing major. In fact, we don't need the doors here, to be honest. And I'm just going to set this up on manual deliveries, because I'm just going to need them to crush rock from around the map. We do have the diamond mine. We have that available here for making more fossil. But the thing is, if we're rock crushing, if we're doing that to get sustainable rock, we've got diamond going into the fossil mine, which is a 80-second errand. Then we're crushing the fossil into sedimentary rock and lime. So we get 95% of it back as sedimentary rock. And we have to do that for the lime. So that's going to take another 40 seconds. And then crushing the sedimentary rock into sand is going to take another 40 seconds. So in total, it's going to take 160 seconds to process about 95 kilograms of rock. Which is, believe it or not, less than a kilogram a second. So you can see it's not efficient enough to really do what we need, unless we've got 2 dupes, at least, constantly rock crushing. Now, the dupes do have operating skill, and they'll get lit workspace bonus, which will help. But it's still not a great plan. Now, in terms of plugging these in, I'm just going to plug them into the vertical wind tunnel power lines. That's what we'll do. And we'll just put them here. Doesn't really matter too much what we make them out of. Got to find a way that we can actually get them doing this consistently. And yeah, so we're aiming for 2.5 kilograms per second, or maybe about 3. Actually, I think it's slightly more than that. I think it's... Oh, right. This uses 1 kilogram per second when it's active. And we're trying to have it be fully active so we can get these fed. So that's more doable. We're just going to use sand for this now. I think that's actually doable. I misinterpreted how much this was going to take up. But I still think we're going to need 2 dupes constantly rock crushing to get this done. And at the moment, we do have a large amount of fossil. But we'll just make a storage bin in here. We'll get them to load it manually. Actually, can I fit an auto-sweeper in here? Maybe we do... I think I prefer an auto-sweeper just to make sure these things are getting loaded. So let's see. The arcade cabinet is also on its own line. So let's actually hook this stuff up. The arcade cabinet. And then this stuff can get hooked up to the wind tunnel. And then I'll need to set the wattage sensor to a different value. Maybe? No, that should be fine. We're not going to exceed a kilowatt either way. Yeah, this is what we'll do. And then I think what I'll actually do... So we could put a storage tile in. These only hold 1 ton, though. That's not amazing. They're going to keep delivering all of them. Where are we currently delivering salt and stuff? I could have them just manually deliver to a loader out here. Not really ideal. Yeah, whatever, we'll do it. Deliver to the loader. Drop it in here. We'll do a sweep. We'll do a sweep task on everything. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would have to be sweep only for this to work. If we're just doing the shoot. Who's idle? Oh, Ellie's idle. Right. We're going to send Ellie... I guess we're going to find more stuff for Ellie to do. I don't know. I'm probably going to send you back fairly soon. We kind of need the labor in the other colony now. We can make an extra bed for you. You could have a bed here. There you go. Have a bed there. In terms of mess tables, I could remove a phone and put another phone somewhere else. I could just put a phone in here, couldn't I? And then we can fit one more dupe here. That's fine. If nothing else, I just thought it was worth collecting the extra dupe. Right, we'll do that. And then I guess we'll replace the wood blocks with a painting. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm not sure I'm going to drywall this. I'm not sure I want this to be permanent. Is there no way I could change this? No, this is silly. The conveyor loader plan is silly. Right, let's not screw around anymore. I want to keep this run going, but I've got to make sure that we can actually get the bathrooms satisfied. Because currently they are not satisfied. There just is no sand available. So we need to set you to start crushing salt to table salt immediately. Because that just turns salt to sand, and that's what we're looking for. We'll fit these here. Then that can go there. Move this. And then what I could do is I could just put the... Actually, we don't even need these doors, really, do we? Then the issue is we're not putting the auto-sweeper here. I think I just need to remove the doors. Sorry, I'm just having an argument about what to do. It's because the building takes up a 4x4 area, it's just kind of annoying. I could just leave a 1-tile gap. I'll just leave a 1-tile gap. Right, cancel this. Sorry guys. Yeah, we'll leave a 1-tile gap. We'll remove these doors. This can go here. The lamp gets to stay in the same place. That goes there. That's all priority 9. I do also need to make sure that the SPOM is working. It is working, that's good. So we've got plenty of oxygen coming out of here. I'm still trying to get them to make more steel as well. Needs to be priority 9. Get these batteries finished. We're currently running these directly off the steam turbines, which is not exactly what we want to do. But this is how we're making our oxygen, and that is currently supplying all of our needs. The issue is this one had a little bit of a nasty packet in it. So let's actually just disconnect this bit. I'll quickly put a vent in here. We'll just get rid of this. And then we'll sort that out. But suffice to say, our Atmo suits have enough oxygen at the moment. Like we let a little bit of a blob in there. But otherwise, the pipes are clean. And there's quite a few pipes that we're not using. So oxygen-wise, we are actually fine, I believe. Right, put this in now. So this could reach the middle tile. So that's fine. It looks a bit weird, but this is probably what we need to do. And then I guess we'll just make it a storage bin then. Yeah, that'll do. That whole arrangement takes up 12 tiles. It's not going to fit neatly in with our scheme, but that's fine. We just need to get it to work. Ellie is idle again. I'm just going to get you to keep digging stuff out. We will send you back. Shame there's no salt source over here. I mean, we could dig sand over here and teleport it back. And there is a little bit of sand. But is that really worth doing? I think I'd rather just lower our consumption at this rate. Yeah, the bathroom stuff is not really working at the moment. Right, so you need to do the exact same. And then once we're out of salt, then we'll have less sand, and then that'll... and then we'll start queuing up other things. Maybe I'll put in... No, how much power is this again? Oh, it's only 240 watts. Okay, so we can actually do 2 of these. Let's do 2 of these on the setup. And then we'll definitely have enough people working on this, provided we can get everyone working in here. And then I just need to think about how the rest of everything is going to run again. So, I've decided we're going to crush... So let's see, raw mineral. We're going to put fossil in here. We're going to put sedimentary rock. And that will do. Oh, we want salt in here as well. Do the same over here. And then this will all fit the exact same way. So that could just go here. That can just go here. Hello, nines. Several nines. Need to tell someone how dupe super productive a geyser analysis in a hostile environment. What a roll. Nice. That is really nice. Yeah, today I want to see if we can solve our sand shortage, because that's going to be the main determinant of whether we keep doing this run or not. We've run out of sand and our brine geyser is inactive for 50 cycles. We're conveying salt up automatically from the heat vents, but we've run out of that now. So the rest of it is going to get fed back over here. What's going on with these? Oh, you need to... You've been putting this in here, so we need to get crushing you as well. Wait, why have we been putting sand in here? What? What's the plan with this? Was this supposed to be something else? Because that's not bad. Right, it looks like we actually have a conveyor loader full of sand. Where's this even been going? It's been sending it up here, which is fine. It takes for crab. We haven't found any crabs. There aren't any crabs on the map. Otherwise, I would be doing this. Why was I putting sand over here? Did I just repurpose a conveyor for something? Why would I need sand in a rock crusher? I think this was supposed to be salt. Maybe this is just for them to grab. Well, if this is just for them to grab, then I'm going to turn this into a chute. Or... I think it was just so I could distribute the sand out to the base. In which case, this conveyor should be going somewhere else. It's currently going over here. I think now what I need to do is I actually need to have it send just down here to where the sieve is. So if I put that there, that will reach there. Then that conveyor could just come across... I've got a ladder in here, that's good. That conveyor could just come across here. And then we can just dump the sand next to the sieve. Oh, it's more that we were producing sand over here and then that's supposed to be shoved. Oh, right, I get it. Okay, hold on. Cancel deconstruct. Yeah, we're producing sand from these ones. Because we were crushing salt here as well. So this... The issue is this bridge is the wrong way around. This is supposed to go the other way. Oh, that's very funny. Yeah, this is supposed to be taking it up here so that it's combining with whatever we're manually dropping off to go in the pollution room. Ooh. Yeah, you're all peeing yourselves now. That's to be expected. Because nobody's running the friggin' sieve. That was on the cards today. But we'll fix this. And then hopefully we'll move on to more interesting stuff. We're going to have a lot of piss to sweep up. And we need to make sure the freezer doesn't break. I don't think the freezer will break. In other news, we did actually automate the delivery of ice to these, so hopefully we have a lot less Alveo Vera errands to do now. These also take up errands that are very annoying. So yeah, let's rebuild that ridge. Well, that needs to go up here. And to be honest, it's the same for these. So what I could do is I could put some loaders in here. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. The age-old story of ONI, don't worry, we'll fix it. Yeah. I don't think this is insurmountable, especially because we're turning off our main consumer of sand now that we've got a better oxygen source. I think we'll be fine. I think last time I was playing this, after playing for it for 5 hours, making a spom and then getting annoyed, I wasn't sure what to do, but we can definitely solve this, and I don't want to stop this run yet, so... I'm basically waiting for Aki's Ocean Planet mod to come out, so I can give that a test. But realistically, we'll probably play that for about 10 streams, and then we'll go back to this. So I want to have a non-modded run, where we make a huge amount of progress. We're on cycle 600, so we're actually pretty far in. I want to beat Flip Farters. That's the aim. Right, we've got the rock crushers over here now. We are making more sand now. The sieve is working again, so that's good. Is there a release window for the mod? No, we've just started receiving cryptic hints about it, so... I'm imagining it's probably going to be a month or two. That's what I'm thinking. I'll get you guys to sweep this up. What's over here? Brine? There's a little bit of brine over here. Right, let's sweep this up as well. I know if it's from Short Pixel, there's always something that needs fixing in ONI. Yeah, but this is kind of like the... If we run out of this, we're going to have to start boiling our dupes pee kind of problem. And we could do it, but I don't think it'll be very pleasant for anyone. Or we go back to using outhouses, but that's basically admitting defeat. Yeah, obviously you're not getting irrigated if none of the stuff's being sieved. We can handle 1 kilogram per second of constant use. We just gotta make sure we don't use anything other than this sieve. I need to remember not to build any more sieves. Right, so you need to be filtration medium. There you go. Is there a non-sand way to clean oxygen? You could freeze it. That's a funny thing you can do. So if you condense it to minus 183, it turns into liquid oxygen, and then you just heat it up again. I mean, we could do that with like anti-entropy thermonullifiers. That would be funny. That may be something we end up doing. But that's not the immediate solution. The immediate solution is just is actual, sustainable, responsible design. Oh, you've got food poisoning. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, I want you to dig all of this. Get in here. We are going to send you back. I don't want to do anything over here. I just wanted to check that there wasn't a sand source. There are Paku. Could start bringing Paku back. But I don't think we really need to anymore. The main reason I wanted to get Paku here was so that we could recruit George. Right, so I want to build another mess table here. And I want to put another portrait here. We've got some copper, so you can make it out of copper. We've actually got 930 reed fiber. That's pretty good. The brain machine is running, and we have many dream journals because it wasn't getting oxygen for a while. So that's good. Oh no, Sweepy's stuck. That's funny. So I think what I want to do, so let's see. Eggshell lime, mammoth patties. We've actually crushed all the mammoth patties, so that's good. I'm going to set these all back to the same thing again. Yeah. And then these ones are going to be priority 9, and they're for all the salt crushing. You brought a load of sedimentary rock over. What we need is a way to automate it so they start crushing rock only if sand reserves are low. Right, let's have a look at this. So, the sand is now getting sent through here. This sand is not. Because it's 50-50ing. Oh, the sand is now actually being delivered here like it was supposed to. Well, that's good. Thanks for a follow, Yogoon. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whisker sends their regards. Hope you're having a good day. We are having a good day, because... So that's part of the issue, is that our sand conveyor wasn't actually working. But I think I mostly just don't want to run these anymore. Because this is waste. This is using a lot of sand for not a lot of benefit at this point. Because we have plenty of oxygen. But we'll let it... I'll tell you what. Let's actually cut it off here. Hello? Oh, now it's just going to empty this. Right, so now we stop telling them to manually use it. And now this should empty. And then this will move, right? Surely? No. I have to disconnect this? Oh, I think this is one of those weird cases where it actually needs a... needs a green to tell it where to go. So I think what I'll do is I'll actually disconnect it here. And then reconnect it here. And then this should flow back into the system. Is this just lost to time now? I think I'm just going to remove it. Because we could use the metal as well. That's fine. It's really annoying how the rails need a source and a sink rather than just a sink. Yes, they do behave differently. That's why when you're doing a volcano tamer, you have to set up the conveyor loop a bit differently to make sure it doesn't break. But that's okay. So we'll mostly do the mammoth patties and things over here. But we'll also do... Right, so let's see. This is for salt. The salt is going up here. We don't want the salt going here. We want to cut this off. We want the salt to go over here. Because the main plan should be crushing salt inside the base. The thing is, the salt is very hot, so I think I still want to crush the salt outside the base. So we will do this. Now, why aren't you loading... Why aren't you loading these with mammoth patty? You're full of... Oh, you're full of salt. Conveyors are currently full of salt. Right, we need to get them doing this again. I think I'm just going to set these all to the same thing. Yes, let's not try and fight the mechatronics. We'll just make sure we got a few different ones on the go. And now, people can drop them off in here. We've now actually got a good amount of sand again. I'll keep these on salt for now, and then if we need more sand in an emergency, then we'll turn on Sedimentary Rock crushing. And we'll still crush all the fossils. So I think now what I actually want to do... I think I actually want to put fossil on here. Because I want to know when we start to run out, and then we'll dig up some more, and then we'll start using the fossil mine. So we need raw mineral fossil. We got 160 tons. So this is telling me that we don't actually need to use the diamond mine at all. Not until we run out anyway. There's loads more down here as well. Right, excavate that. It's entombed. Plant a box, that's fine. We've got a good surplus of pinch of peppermint now, that's nice. I think. You're not manually loading these with mammoth patties from the other thing, are you? Wow, you are. So I want to... Yeah, these aren't set to manual use. I think one of these just laid a fresh mammoth patty. That was... I think that's what happened. The dude picked it up instead of the auto sweeper. Okay, we don't want any more dupes. Blossom seeds? Ooh, we don't actually have bristle blossom. Am I really planning on doing that? I don't think so. What plants are dying? Oh, right. Ethanol. Why is ethanol? Right. Remove that. Sadly, we did have another dude die. This was Catalina, who we let die because we were being silly. Right, you're on 78%. How about you keep digging over here, and we just have a little look over here for now. Just to see what's up. Oh, you can't hard dig. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So, let's see. I think what I'll do then is I'll get you to dig all of this out. Right. So this is trying its best to feed all of these Atmos suits, but it's not quite managing. I also think what I need to do is I actually need to... It's literally just because they're using these ones all the time. I think I actually just need to set up a separate pipe to go here. And then I'll cut these ones off. Then maybe I'll cut this one off, and then these ones can go out of here. I'm definitely overthinking this slightly. I just need to find a way to balance them. Right, we're still making more steel again. So the aim was to set up a load of hydrogen generators down here. We put some steel batteries in here because this area was getting too hot, because we're not actively cooling any of this oxygen. So the hydrogen is starting to accumulate. So what we want to do is start putting the generators in. So for now, we'll do it like this. They're all hooked up, we just needed to replace them with steel. I need to look at long commute to make sure I know what people are doing. It's not very obvious. The list... I wish it would actually just shrink so you could see it all. What's going on here? Circuit overloading? Really? It's this wire which we've actually got... It's because we put the battery here. What's actually running? Oh, right. It is literally a power transformer issue. Right, well that will get solved soon enough. Just need to get the steel made. Basically, I just need to let these guys not build anything for a little bit. And then they can actually finish everything. Okay, this is a sweep-only bin. We can turn that off for now. Right, so you're full up. You're still filling up, but... Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to do something like this. Where it passes through and then it meets in the middle, maybe? Yeah. And then it will fill up the ones that are empty. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, let's just do that for now then. Yeah, and we'll just watch this for a little bit. We've got sand again for now, so that's good. We're crushing mammoth patties. So if we look at George, so George is... What's George's machinery skill? George has a machinery skill of 19 from various buffs, including the brain machine buff. So he's actually got plus 200% machine operation speed, which is a fairly significant bonus. So he's doing this 40-second errand in about probably 13 seconds. And he's getting lit workspace too. So he's probably doing it in about, I don't know, 10 seconds? Here you go, you can dig this out as well. And if he's doing the salt crushing every 10 seconds, then that's actually 10 kilograms per second from here. Which is way more than we actually need, which is good, because it means a civil run. And I think we will just keep this thing off, because we're generating... We actually want to burn all the water from the heat pump. We are running the heat pump now, it's working properly. But we do need to dump all of the water out, because otherwise we're just dumping it onto the map at the moment. We're not really running the oil wells all the time. Oh, the oil refinery is flooded? I'm going to have to let that out, aren't I? I can let that out here, that's fine. So the oil will flow out here, and then it won't be an issue. I think it was just overpressurizing here. I can actually leave this here, because this oil shouldn't disappear under any circumstance. So I might actually put a mesh tile here. Yeah, there's no circumstance where that's actually going to disappear. What is this? Wow, this is made of 4,000 kilograms of fossil. Unfortunately, you have to demolish it, so... we might as well leave it there. It's just a neat little decoration. Yeah, that's fine. And then if I sweep this tile, then this will operate again. So this is where we're planning on putting our petroleum boiler, so we can have dupes no longer... need to use this oil refinery. We can still work on that, maybe. You're overheating now? Really? Well, I don't really care about that. So... let's see. What's the oxygen situation here? Yeah, this is all fine. So we can just leave that. Suppress current. I don't care. You've done your job. Right, this one... this is not really working at the moment. We have plenty of power, so I guess I'll just keep running it for now, but this is not very efficient. Because there's some oxygen up here. If I... hold on. Right. Let's turn this off. Surely at this point I can just dig this and open this up and it'll be fine. Surely there's enough polluted oxygen here that's not going to be an issue. Also, we have 14 tons of plastic now, so we should probably start using that for something. Hey Carmike, hope you're doing well. I think we solved our sand shortage. We're just going to do more rock crushing and we're just going to turn this off. Because this was using way more sand than we needed, and our spom down here is now producing enough oxygen that we should just run this instead. Right. You've got one more significant dig errand left, I think. So I'm going to do this. Then we're going to get in here. We're going to go say hi to all the Paku. Playing some more DSP right now, nice. Diosphere program, always a classic. Right, you're done here. What are we doing here again? We were just letting the gas out, right? We'll do the same over here. Oh, the biobot can do that? That's good. And then we'll just rebuild it once this is all filled in. And then we shouldn't need to keep running this. Figured out how to use the multiplayer mod? Really? Who are you playing with? That sounds fun. Wait, I'm gonna get you to rebuild these now. We just need the oxygen to get pushed out first. Please. No. Very annoying. No, and right now, just figuring out how to test it. Fair enough. Oh, please. No. Yes, Deodorisers program. That's a game that we'll come back to. Please, just escape. You do sometimes play on a streamer's community day? Nice, nice. Yes. Now that Balatro is finished and we've beaten all the decks on gold stakes, we are going to do the rest of that off stream. I'm going to enjoy it. Should I just dig here to let the carbon dioxide down here? I'm gonna do that. There you go. Reckon you can beat me to 1 mil white matrix a minute? Lol. No, I really don't. It's Priority 9. Did you get a successful plasma deck run? We did. That's going to go up in a few days. We did the chips strategy, but it actually needed Wee Joker, Stuntman, and Brainstorm to pull off. But we did it. I'm so relieved. I'm just wondering whether it would have actually been easier just trying a dedicated malt run. But that requires finding a lot of X malts, because you've got to get your malt to exceed your chips relatively quickly for it to be worth it. Right. Guys, what is going on with this tile? Who's building this? Biobot. Oh, you are. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you're teasing me. You're teasing me, game. I need to keep fiddling with this. Once I fiddle with it, it will not need fiddling with again. And frankly, I'm looking for an excuse to stop giving my dupes other things to do. So, we're gonna wait patiently for this to escape again. I could just get them to tile it, but it's so annoying. Also, can you remove this? See, this should be rising up here, surely. I think actually I need to get them to dig this. Oh, that's all unreachable? Oh, okay, hold on. What's going on with permissions then? Yes, because you need a ladder here. Okay. There you go, build those. Then you can get in here and dig these tiles, and then you can actually... Then the CO2 should sink, and then this should actually rise up. Because the CO2 is what's pushing this back, I think, at the moment. Yes, we've got 6 tons of sand again now. That's good. Right. Okay, now we can do this again. Just rise. Rise, like all the other oxygen is. That's so weird, isn't it? All the other oxygen's up here. But this blob refuses to rise. Isn't that weird? Let's move now. It's not like we're generating more polluted oxygen over here. Maybe all the polluted dirt is off-gassing. Maybe that's it. Right, Ellie, we're sending you back. Right, and we're yellow alerting these digs, because this is annoying me too. There you go. Tile it. Yes, okay, there we go. It's all done now. Right, so... got a little bit of carbon dioxide left in here, so we'll just pump that out, and then we're all good to go. There we go, it's gone. Right, now we don't need to run you ever again. Good stuff. Ugh, right. Let's warp Ellie. There you go, have fun. Maybe we'll come back here someday, but I'm not really focused on it at the moment. So you need to get back over here. So you're going to go this way. That's fine, I think. There's a little bit of oxygen down here. You should be alright. Actually, you're not very fast, are you? We'll keep an eye on Ellie. Oh, actually, you're fast. Surely it makes more sense to actually get you to come over. Guess we'll see how fast Ellie can climb a plastic ladder. Funny thing is, the air is actually breathable over here. There's a little bit of breathable air over here. Oh, you'll be fine. You're on the metal tiles. It probably will say that you start suffocating. But that's okay. In fact, maybe we actually... set you to this. And let Ellie... Oh, right. Right, so now... Ellie can go through this way. We'll let Ellie in the back end. Yeah, because you're going to get the eye rotation as well, aren't you? That's going to make you a lot slower. Right, so now you're set back to carbon dioxide, and now you're not allowed in. There you go. You should be alright now, right? Yeah. Good. Okay, so... and this is Ellie's bed, very unceremonious. Does it still count as a barracks? It does. Therefore, we'll just let that slide. Right, so what else do we want to do today? I think... let's set up a telescope. Wow, that's a lot of steam down here now. Are we really just boiling all this water? A lot of water. Let's stop yellow alerting everything as well. That's quite bizarre. I was gonna wheezewort this, wasn't I? Oh, wait. What temperature do wheezeworts go again? Wheezeworts stop growing at 95 degrees. Okay, so we can't wheezewort this. We could do some radiation lamps or something. Or we could just leave it there forever. I'm not that fussed. Yeah, I want to have a look at space. So, right, let's think about this as well. Right, let's see. So no one's allowed through this door. We're going to seal this off as well. Let's put this door here and then turn it off. And then everything else over here is completely sealed. Now, the polluted oxygen vent is right in the way of where we would actually put all of this stuff. I'm going to set this to priority 5. I just want to see the duplicates actually doing stuff at the moment. Then we'll put a plastic ladder over here. And then our exit to space is probably just going to be over here. And then we can set up the telescope and start scanning our surroundings. Because frankly, I want to see if we have a nearby debris field. If we have a nearby debris field, maybe we start drill coning it. Because we haven't done drill cones yet. And we're actually in a circumstance where if there's a sand deposit or something in the star map near us, then it might make sense. It probably won't be, though. But we can still have a look. What's the issue here now? Atmosphere. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. Right. Can I just yellow alert you guys over here? Because these plants have died outright because you guys haven't swept all of this. That is not what we need. What temperature is it over here? Yeah, it's like actually minus 20 over here now, so that's a good sign. Right, replant all of you. We don't have any sleep wheat grains available. What are you talking about, Willis? Did we cook all the sleep wheat grains? Wow, we did. That's mildly impressive. Well, we'll get some more. It's fine. I don't know why he's keep entombing. It's not very cash money. But yeah, we'll go up here. And which way do I think I just want to send it this way. So I think what we'll do is we'll just put ladders down here. We'll just make this a plastic ladder. And then... Right, let's go up to where the ice is. I'll put in another fire pole over here. And then this is going to be the actual exit to space, so I'll put another liquid lock over here. And then we'll have a look in space with a telescope. And we can set up the meteor protections. If we have a look at the star map again... Let's see. Look at the star map again. So we get icy nectar meteor showers. What does that mean? Guess we'll find out. You're all melting now. That's fine. We'll just let you melt. Why are you too hot? Let's see. Relative temperature mode, please. Wow, you're really warm. Interesting. Perhaps this one shouldn't be metal. Perhaps this one should be plastic. So that we're not conducting all the heat in here. From this pipe. Yeah, let's do that. We have plenty of plastic now. We can use plastic whenever we want to insulate something, but we're not super fussed about it. I think that's a good case for that, where it'll help slightly, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Okay, right, let's see. This is set to nothing. So let's actually lock these doors. Make sure that nothing gets in or out of those. And then we put this here. And then we'll do some more drywall. Of course we will. There we go. I'll just keep this, like, 3x3. Anything else I want to drywall? I don't know. I don't think it makes sense having the space exit be any further away from our base. Might as well just do it like that. And then, I guess... You guys can also drywall up here. You guys are probably going this way occasionally. A lot of carbon dioxide up here now. What gives? So let's see. Oh, that's all priority 9. Why am I... Right, let's priority 8 this. This is priority 5. This is not urgent. I'm quite tempted to drywall this as well, because people are still going to be going down here. We can make this priority 5. Guys really run out of stuff to do. If it's granite, is that going to melt at any point? No, this is all vacuum. I think this will be fine. We got plastic ladders down here at the end of the day, so we must be somewhat confident that it's not going to explode. Whoops. There we go. It's a little bit more higgledy-piggledy than usual, but that's alright. What are we going to put down here in this big long runway? Who knows? So, let's see. I think I need to set these to a lower priority. We need to make sure... We have to make sure the metal refinery is getting done first. We do still need to crush sand, but it's no longer the emergency that it was. You're broken, that's fine. We don't care about you. Right, you're full of oxygen now. You're full of oxygen now. That's good. Right, you're here. I think I'm going to disconnect this one. And then this could just start running off the hydrogen now. And then we'll build the next one over here. I need to make sure that there's no errands that take higher priority than this. So let's see. What is George up to? So George is supplying to ethanol distillers. Okay, so these need to be priority 8 as well. You shouldn't be manually delivering wood to these. How much wood do we have as well? Not a lot. Oh, also Ellie probably needs a warm coat. So let's see. Warm coat. Give this one to Ellie. There you go. Yeah, so are we not actually conveying the wood over here anymore? Is that not happening? So remember, there used to be a conveyor full of wood. Maybe this needs to be set to be priority 1. I just want to make sure that someone's always doing something involving this. What else is George doing? So, depressurize well. That is important. Fabrication supply to bleach hopper kiln. Right, let's see. So, these do need to be loaded. I'm going to set these to priority 8 as well. The loader here. So let's see. This one is set to priority 9. This should be set to priority 7. And then you'll keep loading that. And then the kilns. What about the kiln? These could be also these could be set to priority 7. I'm not that fussed about that. Right, so that's been reprioritized now. So that means you should... Yes, now people are actually doing stuff for this. That's good. Also, there's a load of CO2 over here. Let's actually sweep this up. Okay. Let's check the priorities. Cleaning. Set these to priority 9 because these ones are in the actual space where everyone's inhabiting. You've been placed down again. So, do I need extra radiant piping over here? Maybe I do. I'm just going to set this all to gold. There you go. We had it all as gold a while ago. Right, put that there. Right, let's give everyone skill points, because I haven't done that in a while. And there's definitely some new dupes who could use some. People's morale is getting pretty good now. That's nice. I should probably be prioritizing dupes who aren't the sleepers. Oh, Ellie, what's your hat gonna be? What do you even like? You like ranching. Okay, we'll give you a ranching hat later then. Gossman, you can continue down the farming track. San, you can have field research. George! We'll continue to get George to mechatronics. You might as well have this, Joshua. Let's see, Liam can definitely have mechatronics. That's good. May, you can have exosuit and start going towards mechatronics. Marie, you can have tidying. Otto, you can have digging. I'm giving those guys things just in case they end up in an emergency, but it's probably not very likely they're actually going to need them. Suits for Stinky, suits for Travaldo. Strength for Grapefruit. Hey, does Pay want anything? Might as well give Pay the research skills. Maybe I start giving everyone the extra +2 science. I think I might, because everyone has so much morale now. It will help them with attribute point leveling. Yeah, whatever. We'll do it. We'll splash out. Everyone is becoming vastly overqualified. It's just how I like it. Also, we still have the brain machine, so even if everyone gets super stressed, it's not going to be the end of the world. Also, we just have 2 Ellies here. Someone actually needs to rename an Ellie. Who wants to be Smelly Ellie from the Swamp Asteroid? There we go. You're a yokel, so Ashcan's done. Oh, do you just want all the research? Yeah, there you go. Ada needs some more morale. Okay, that'll do. Cycle 600. Not bad. Yeah, we'll get people looking out into space. So, I think... How high do I want to go? Probably the bare minimum, right? Let's just go... here. And then that can be... make this insulated tile. I don't really... okay, that's not right. I don't really care where this is relative to the base. The base is never going to get that far. Now, we have to leave this tile here for now. We have to make sure whatever we build here isn't going to melt the mercury. So we'll do that. These guys are getting on it pretty quickly. Oh, can you not actually... No, you can access everything. You're not stranded. You're fine. So I'm glad we solved our sand issue to a degree. Have you dug all of this now? You've pretty much dug all of it. Temperatures down here are hot. What's the source of the heat? It's mostly just all this debris up here was hotter than 100 degrees to begin with. So what we could do, if people get really bored, we could start digging out the granite over here. And then we can condense all of that water again. Yeah. Priority is all this digging. For priority 5? Okay. Let's just do that. Let's just do a priority 5 dig over here. I don't think that's gonna really hurt anyone. And then we'll leave this chunk for now just because that's where the liquid is. But even then, it's still oil, so who cares? We'll leave the spore kid there. And then we'll probably do that so we don't disrupt the access. And then that's fine as well. And then we won't touch... We won't touch that stuff. What's going on? Why are the printed pod flashing twice? Algae? Do we need algae? Probably not. Let's get another Saturn printer trap seed. Maybe we'll do something with all of these extra things one day. I'm just glad you planted the sleep meats again. So, are you guys manually delivering all the dirt now because you're bored? Is that what's happening? Should these just be set to priority 1? I think that's probably the case. Or let's actually set them to priority 2. And then these can be set to priority 1. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Why are you still so hot over here? Oh, because we built it out of hot plastic. Oh, whatever. Stop it. Right, what's going on over here then? You're still going up here. Are you actually going to dig out all this snow now? I wanted to do this just to explore over here. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's have a look over here. Got an obsidian geode? Maybe there's something meaningful over here? Probably not. Is fitting for the space exploration theme. So these icy nectar meteors, they seem to have snow and crushed ice and bonbon tree seeds. So this is all stuff we can handle with a fairly rudimentary meteor protection system. So I'd quite like to get that set up, because that's actually going to be a source of ice, right? Okay, here's a question. Crushed ice. Why are you scolding? Wait. What are you doing here? Oh, have we fucked up again? We fucked up access again. No, this is still disconnected. Why are people running through here again? I think you'll be fine. I bet it was something we did over here, wasn't it? Oh, I bet it... Oh, it was the ladder, because they can get around here now. Right, okay, look. I'm gonna have to get you to deconstruct this again. There was a reason we didn't have that ladder there. You're not supposed to be able to get out this way. And that also... Yeah, we've got this door set here, so no one can go out this way either. Right, steel. We have one more lot of steel, so let's just build the last... Let's build the second hydrogen generator over here. Let's get that set to priority 9. And then we'll hook that up over here, and then we won't have to worry about this running off the steam turbines anymore. Because we don't need this running at max power. Dotterly is having fun, that's good to see. Yes, and I'm hoping this sour gas is all going to sod off eventually. Can I actually priority 9 this dig just so we can have a look over here? I'm just very curious. Let's just check on the metal refinery again to make sure they're actually making stuff. George, what's your priority at the moment? Fabricate an exosuit 4. Okay, that should be priority 8 as well. Everything should be priority 8 except for the metal refinery. We always need steel. Now, what line are you on again? Are you being co-opted by something else? The glass forge and the liquid tapidizer. So the answer is no. We're not using the glass forge. So really, you should be using this uninterrupted, to be honest. It were up to me. Right, let's see what Emily finds. Or, this is Amelia. We've got 2 Ellies and an Amelia. Yeah, there we go. Yes, people were very good about naming new dupes yesterday. Or, no, yesterday, like last time. Sadly, I'm out for the rest of the week, so after today, and whatever we get up to today, I won't be back until Wednesday, for Oxygen Not Included. And I'm going to try and make sure that I'm dedicating some more time to video production again, rather than streaming random games. Because as much fun as Balatro was, I want to get back, I want to focus again on what we were doing. Right, how are you looking? Are you the right gases again? You are the right gases again. That's good. So that one's locked. Is this one locked? No. So they probably could wander through here if they really felt like it. So let's actually make sure these get locked. And then this one down here, I think, is locked. I need a little bit of polluted oxygen up here. I think it's just getting pumped down. Yeah, you're locked, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay. As expected, there's nothing super interesting over here. That's fine. Can I just put an extra suite of beds over here? Can we actually fit in another mess hall? No. No, I'm scope creeping now. I mean, we do have more oxygen production. And we do have excess food. These are both real facts. So we probably could get more duplicants if we wanted. But I also don't really want more lag. So we probably won't. The biobot's not respecting door restrictions seems to be a liability. Yes, it is. That's why we're locking these. Normally, it's fine just to have an auto and disable permission. But the biobots don't follow the duplicant permissions. Which kind of makes sense. Because they're not duplicants. but it's very annoying. Also, look how many of these things there are. Like, these are each full of nectar. Well, they're full of nectar. They have 20 kilograms each. That's a not inconsiderable amount of nectar. Maybe we should seal these in. Quite like the less serious tier lists on my YouTube. Good background listening after learn stuff by accident. Yes. I was tempted to make another cosmetics tier list. But that's not super high on my priorities list. I think I might do a video about the alveoveras. Now that we've got the conveyors with the ice, with the oxalite and whatnot, it would be a pretty short video, but I do want to make sure that people aren't wasting time on duplicate errands supplying these, because it's a pretty good oxygen source, but it's so much micro unless you've got the automation. So I think that's a worthwhile video, and that will probably actually be the next video. There's still a video I'm planning to do on the Floxes, but I need to do some more development of that. Mammoth video as well. It's all good. I like that we got a really diverse mix of foods. You know what, I'm going to put some extra beds in here, just so that we have some spare in case we have visitors from outer space. You have my alveoveras in a box of liquid carbon dioxide geyser. Would you include the ice making part? We probably should. There's so much ice here I haven't bothered. We've got 450 tons of ice. So just a little machine to make ice water into ice debris so that it's not, you don't have to dig it. That would be very straightforward to do. So we could include that for sure. But I don't think we'll ever end up building that. You just MacGyvered up the melting since I somehow managed to use mine up. Fair enough. Yeah, this is what we'll do today. We'll keep an eye on these resources. We'll make sure that the duplicates are surviving with the sand. I think what I might actually do now is set these to 5. And then set them to Sedimentary Rock as well. Because I don't think we plan to build anything out of Sedimentary Rock. And then if you run out of other things to do, you can just start crushing the rock. Get more sand. The freezer. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Okay, so you've dug all of this. You're letting the stuff out. There's also more phosphorite over here, which we unironically want to dig up. That is true. Let's actually come over here and dig up the phosphorite. That's a fairly decent amount. I'll leave this one here because it's on the roof. How much phosphorite do we have left? We seem to be relatively neutral in phosphorite, so that is good. Let's get rid of this snow here. That's fine. So yeah, I think what we'll do today is we'll do space exploration, and then we will probably set up the petroleum boiler if it turns out that we're managing sand okay. But I don't really want to rush it today, because I still feel kind of tenuous about things. We priority 9 this. We can pull this one out, and then we can just put a telescope here. If we put a telescope here, I think it's fairly well sheltered from the meteors. Oh, we'll need the oxygen pipe up as well, won't we? Well, thankfully, there's an oxygen pipe right here. So probably just take a bridge off here. And And then that could just go up here. And then I imagine I would just dig all of this out. So let's probably line this pipe as well. Still too hot. Is there just something hot in this pipe? No. Oh, it's the lights here. These are all generating the heat. And this bit isn't actively being cooled. So I do need to put extra cooling around this bit in general. Okay. That's fine. We'll do that as well. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Some big chunks of phosphorite in here. I could get them to dig it out. Do I really care that much? This stuff I can reach easily. So maybe just do this. There's a big phosphorite geode over here. I say big, they're never really full of much. Forgot to inspect the desk. Good job. How are you looking these days? You seem fine. Right, in any case, the hydrogen generator down here has now been built, so this should be set to the same setting, and then that can actually just be disconnected. There you go. So now you shouldn't have any issues. Now the oxygen production should be entirely independent of our transformer spine, and that probably means we're just building up a massive amount of hydrogen down here. That's all right, because I think what the actual plan is eventually we will just send the hydrogen somewhere else and burn it for power. But for now, I'm just building them down there, and I'll build more as and when we need them, but we'll just let the steel build up for a little bit now. Oh, you're already full of mercury. Hooray! That's funny. That does mean that we need to dig this out immediately, though. It also means I should probably... what should I do? Oh, you're freezing again? Oh, you're freezing again. Boo! Because if we dig you out, you're all just going to collapse in here. So I probably need to tile this temporarily. Doom squashes are still decaying. Okay. I think we're... Yeah, I think we're just going to have to clear this stuff out of here. Maybe put some oil in here. This is actually pretty cold. What about nectar? Do we have some random nectar? We do. Let's put some random nectar in here. And then once it's built, we'll corner build this, and then we'll remove that tile, and then we can start exploring up here. So let's see, what do we want? We want the enclosed telescope. Requires a little bit of power as well, that's fine. So we'll just hook that up. Don't build it out of mercury, please. Yes, we'll put that there. How's power doing these days? Holy moly. We have a lot of steam turbine production now. Holy moly, it's all kicked in. We're not using any of this now. We have a lot of extra power to play with. Now, I don't really want to set up metal refineries down here, because I don't want the duplicates coming down here too much, really. I mostly just want them hanging up by the base. Combined with the fact that we've got a fair bit of plastic, we can probably start setting up some transit tube. Now, where would we actually want a transit tube? We probably would want a transit tube just going straight down here, wouldn't we? So, we've got a little polymer press here at the moment for the nectar. We're making a little bit of nectar. I think we could probably just turn this off. And I think what I might even do is I might turn this off. We might put a transit tube entrance here where we've got this space. The annoying thing is, if we're doing transit tubes, we want to make sure we're not cutting off the fire pole. Which means probably going to swap the fire pole and the thing around. But if we're cutting through this way and this way, it's not going to make a difference. Maybe I just put the transit tube entrance down here, and then we just send it... I could literally just put it here, and then we could send it down here. I have to move this fire pole out of the way. I could send it up here over the top. That's not a problem. I think that's worth doing. I'll just shove it here. We don't have any actual need for this. We've already got the transit tube access stuff. So right, let's build this out of copper. I think we won't really need more than one. So let's hook this up. Where's this wire going? Going to an aqua tuner. Okay. Let's hook this up here. Got so much extra power. Transit tubes suck up a lot of power, but we can give it a try. And then... let's see. Each segment requires 50 plastic, so that can go up like that. Send you over the top here. And then remove you. Remove you. Then we can send you down here. Oh, God. Okay. That would be buildings, right? Yeah. I guess I'll get you to deconstruct all these ladders. Because the thing is, we do occasionally need people going down here. So we might as well set up the transit tube while we're here. And then that can run down here. We can put a joint plate here. We can remove this vent now. This can also get removed. Who's idle? Ooh. Oh, yeah, you need a ladder here, don't you? What you doing in the meantime? I guess, actually, you could build some sandstone tiles here. And retrieve the lovely fossil. In fact, you should dig up all of this. There you go. Have fun. Well, I mean, dig that up. Yeah, the transit tube doesn't actually require as much plastic as the ladder. The ladder requires 100 per segment. No, it doesn't. It requires 50. Oh, God. Me spreading misinformation, imagine. It required the same amount of plastic. Eventually, we would want to drop someone off at the fossil point as well. But that can wait. So this can go down here, and then this could be a tube crossing. And then... Can I fit one here? Not really. Do I just fit it here? Oh, if I'm doing this, I need to bend it up this way, don't I? So I think we actually remove this, then put the crossing in here, and then cancel this. Yeah, we do that. I did not fully think this through. Okay, cancel, 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 cancel. Right. We stick to plan A, go in here. Then we dig out all of this, That's not good. So I would need to actually go up here and build around this. So for now, it would look like this. So we can actually get up here and access everything. And we would need to replace all of this immediately. So that we can actually fit the transit tube up here. So this needs to be priority 9. We need to do this before everything over here overheats. Because the Abyss Light has a lot of heat, and we've even got some directly connected to the obsidian. Okay, so we have some nectar in here. We've got a vacuum. Some mercury. Okay, I think... Let's turn you off for now. So you need to build this. I don't really care about this one. Let's focus on where we're going to run that transit tube for now. Because basically, I want to drop them off right here. Where we actually have the pinch of peppers. Because I think we're probably going to keep this here. But yes, I'm expecting the temperature is going to rapidly start rising. We need to get this done quick. Oh god, look, it's heating up so quickly. Really bad. We don't really want it getting hotter than this. Because then it could just melt the transit tubes. I mean, they're building it all out of local materials, so this should be fine, right? This is literally why we're building everything out of steel. Are we boiling sour gas? Is that happening? Yeah, I feel like if we put a transit tube through here at the moment, it's just going to go crazy. So the abyssalite debris doesn't actually cause... Oh, I need to put a ladder here as well, don't I? The abyssalite debris does not actually cause any heating. It's just the tiles flaking the heat off, which is why we've got to replace it. You don't like abyssalite? That's fairly valid. So now, that's all melted anyways. Okay. Did it just melt? Is that what happened? Oh, no, you dug it to replace it with the tile anyways. Oh, whatever. Right. That's fine. And then we'll just dig all of this. We'll just dig all of this. We'll come over here. We'll do this. And then I'll just make a big insulated tile platform. We'll dig this up as well, and then we'll just put the telescope over here. That's fine. You're not actually sealed anymore. Right, let's keep dumping the nectar in here then. I don't think we have any nectar left. Maybe some ethanol? Ethanol would be fine. It's a little smidgen. Right, let's go back down to the bottom. So, what's the temperature down here now? It's generally cool enough that it's not going to cause an issue. That's good. Oh, right. Okay, so you need to go here. There is enough room to run all of you. So we'll remove that. This could probably be a plastic ladder as well. Hello? Oh, we're out of plastic now. Fair. That is a thing that's allowed. Are you still gonna run for now? I guess we'll still run you for now. You're still making steel, that's good. Okay, we've got enough for another hydrogen generator. Oh, you're actually out of power? Okay. Well, I can remove these ladders again now, that's fine. I will temporarily need to hook you back up to the steam turbine. That's alright. We just needed to put in more than one hydrogen generator over here. I'll put you in the middle, just for aesthetic reasons. But yeah, the other reason we're going to go into space is because, sadly, we do need more iron for steel. We're running out of iron ore, we're running out of refined iron. So, there isn't really much we can do about that one. And if we look here, you'll notice there isn't an iron volcano here. So we're going to have to go a bit further afield. We're probably not even going to bother with the swampy asteroid, to be honest. We'll probably just go to whichever asteroid has the iron volcano and payload and do things like that. Wow, we've got a lot of tallow again. What about the 25 tons of rust? Yeah, that's true. We're mostly using the iron for... We could actually, you're right, we could set up a rust machine. How much rust do we have? I mean, there's more rust on the map as well. We could start digging out more rust and doing that. Where did we put that? Probably near the base, right? Probably just... Maybe we just put it here. You know, because we've already got chlorine here. We could do that. Right, okay. Forget about the ethanol. Friday 9, this. Friday 9 a dig. I mean, eventually we'll run out of rust as well, but you're right, we should do something with it. Is this alright? Do we actually have access over here? We do have access over here. Not very convenient. More algae. Okay, you are cooling down. You're just taking time. That's fine. You know what? I'm just gonna put the transit tube entrance here. Here you go. It's not really very scientific, but that's fine. So, let's see. What are you going to be made out of? Probably lead. No? You don't overheat, do you? Yeah, well, you'll get made out of lead then. I just want to have a look at space today. That's what I want to do. You know what? I'm actually going to come over here as well, and we're just going to get you to dig the iron out of here before I forget. So, actually, maybe just do that. Oh, you're sucrose. Okay, don't worry about the sucrose. Yeah, we'll just do that. Dig that as well. Cover that. Firebot is on the task. We got a buried object. Rip. Oh, we're gonna get some meteors? Oh, that's good timing. Thanks, game. Right, so the telescope. Let's put the... So icy nectar meteors I don't think are going to be a huge issue here. We'll just set up our normal platform. But the first thing to do is just to scan space. And this is exactly where we're going to put it. So in actual fact, we want this wire to run down here. And similarly, we want the gas pipe to run down here. That's fine. So we can probably nine this. Oh, you haven't... We did the surface breach a while ago. That's why we didn't get the alert this time, because the surface breach happened underneath the asteroid, you know, like a normal occurrence. Right. Where's the wire going to go that's going to power this? Considering we've got so much hydrogen over here, I'm tempted to run it off of this. We'll give it a try. This needs to be priority 9. The rest of that stuff can wait. I should really start using the arrow keys more to move around again. It's probably a nicer visual experience for you guys than me doing this, isn't it? There you go. Fan's looking a little low. No one's getting around to doing that. Oh, have you made all the steel now? I think I'm just going to get you to make all of the iron into steel. We don't need iron. We got the other metals. I don't think there's any reason not to. In fact, I should probably start going around on here and replacing everything that's made out of refined iron, right? At some point. God. You know, game, a key would have been really helpful. I don't think we're at that dire straits yet. Why did we make the ethanol distillers out of wolframite? What? I do like the color on the view, but that's definitely not what we were going for. Ellie under skill point. Which one? Skilled one. Okay. Priority 9 all of this. I want to see some stars today. The biobots are coming to help. Can actually reach all of this as well. That's good. So there's meteors over Rikiol at the moment, and there's not meteors over here. That's fine. Is this all Priority 9 as well? It is. Okay, that's good. But yeah, I had fun doing the Blatro runs. I will make a gold stakes tier list. That is going to come probably in a couple of months. Maybe that'll be the Christmas video. Maybe, we'll see. Sadly, there's no Halloween video because I'm going to be out. Normally, we like to play like Neutra or something. Ah, it's gone. The tree. At least we get the nectar out of it. Yeah, maybe that's what we do. Maybe we just dig all the trees to get the nectar. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing any variety streams for a while. I think we're just going to crack back on with Oxygen Not Included, because we did take a bit of a detour with Blatro. All I'm thinking about is my 2024 trailer, where I said we were going to get further a Disosphere program and Mega Aquarium. Maybe we'll do some Mega Aquarium, but that will have to be later in the year. Maybe during the Christmas holidays we'll do some Mega Aquarium? Sounds like fun. I do want to actually play through all the DLC missions for that. I don't really need to do this, but we're going to do it. In fact, you know what? I think the tree can stay here. I don't think the tree is actually bothering anyone. Yeah, finish this off and then we can actually have a look. And maybe the tree could even be in the thumbnail today. Yeah, that sounds reasonable, right? We'll just ignore this, the tree that we blocked with this. Right. 29 this. Allow meteor shower identification. Prioritizes unidentified meteors that come within range of a previously revealed location. Will interrupt a duplicate working on a new star map location. Okay, I do not care about the meteors. We'll just get someone else to come look at this. Obviously, it's well lit. Although it is nighttime now, so the light is decreasing. Layra is making her way up. No, the tree. Very fancy door on the thing as well. I like how it's all just ching, ching. Now you're going to scan very quickly, aren't you? Because you're a very practiced dupe compared to most of the guys we get hanging around up here. Going to rotate around as well. Nice. So now we have both hydrogen generators working. So now we can disconnect this. Why aren't you running? Oh, because you're not actually hooked up to the automation. Okay. I did not mean to deconstruct you. There you go. Now you're actually producing enough power. Hooray! And we'll even fit a third one on and it'll do this. And I don't think they'll overload the wire too much because I think it's not going to be active enough of the time for that to matter. I guess we'll see. If it is, we can hook it up to something else. This wire's already running a lot though, so probably not that one. We're scanning a star map. That's probably going to take a little bit of time. So, I guess in the meantime, the duplicates are going to focus on getting the transit tube done. Do I... Well, we don't really have the plastic for it yet. I probably don't want to set up a transit tube down here, because the dupes should... Oh, wait. We probably do, because they need to come and release the oil pressure. So we're going to have the transit tube down here eventually. Regardless of... how we feel about the oil refinery. Oh, you're at max pressure? Oh, that's not good. Well, it's not like we're going to use the natural gas for power, is it? We have way too much power. I mean, they're trying as hard as they can to use it. They're using 200 grams per second on cooking pepper breads. We could probably set up the rust machine today as well. The only question is, do we have Dash of Saltline seeds? No, we don't. So we would have to send the chlorine somewhere. Where would we even send the chlorine? If we trick a vent, we could have it pressurized to 1,000 kilograms per tile. Or we could just fill up a load of gas reservoirs and put them here. You know, I think we do this. I think we actually do this because gas reservoirs are good. They've got a lot of space, to be honest, these days. Where's this oxygen pipe going? Oh. Oh, right, hold on. Right, remove this. We had to clean that segment of pipe because it was full of crap before we filtered it properly. Oh, I thought you were going to do it then. That would have been good. What about you? Yeah, there you go. We'll put some bridges in, and we'll just put all the chlorine storage up here, because we're not using this for anything else, are we? And then we'll actually put in a rust machine. That feels like a good plan. And it's probably not optimal, but I just want to show off the fancy gas reservoirs we have. I mean, that'll probably do for now. Maybe eventually we'll move the liquid tanks. And then what we'll need to do is we'll need to put bridges here, 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 here. And then that can get separated. And that will store... How much does these store again? They store 1 ton. So that stores 6 tons of chlorine. And we're not going to get a huge amount off of the Rust Deoxidisers. It's 30 grams per second each. So I don't think that'll be an issue. And then what we'll do is we'll just build our design down here. We'll build a larger than usual one, because we've got the power. And then we'll just hook it up to these. Is there anything else I actually want to do today? It's 9:30. Probably not. So... yeah, you're just drywalling a load of stuff now. Yeah, so I think we do this. So let me look up my build. We're not going to follow it exactly today. But I may as well send you the link anyways, in case you're curious as to how I usually handle them. And maybe we'll do this as the thumbnail. The funny thing is, salt mines would actually help solve the sand issue, but we don't have any. The rust biomes we have don't have any, as far as I know. That's the video. Let me turn the audio off a bit. Okay, and then what's this actually going to look like? Okay. So we've got it insulated at the top. That's not going to matter. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to build in a proper liquid lock like we've got over here. And then we'll set it up down here. We're going to have a lot of extra oxygen in here, but this will infinitely pressurize, and it will actually infinitely pressurize, so I'm not super worried about that. But we can open it up down here for now while we're accessing it. How wide am I going to make it? So let's see. Normally, this entrance is a little higher than we normally have it, so what tiles do I want to make these out of? I want these to be conductive tiles. I'll make it out of copper. That'll go with the whole look. So that can go there. We'll have the airflow tiles. Make those out of iron ore. We can go here. These will be metal tiles. We'll have 4 of them. We'll remove all of these. And then I'll put another set of 3 over here. And then what I'll do is I'll actually have 2 ladders here so they can get across. We'll put the Rust Deoxidizer machine down here. I think for now... Oh, I probably want to make these out of something with extra overheat temperature, don't I? Because everything comes out at 75 degrees. Then again, the map is really cold, but there's not a lot of heat conduction going along here either. Are you building this all on Priority 9? No, you're not. You're just bored. Wow, okay. Well, how much steel are we making? We are making more. I'm going to suppress notifications on these. Don't make me depressed, spum. We should be able to access everything in here. So maybe we'll make it out of aluminium ore for now and we'll replace it later. That's also the wrong building. It's this one, which is 3 high, which is slightly annoying, but it's okay. So then we'll put in an auto sweeper. I probably could put an auto sweeper up here this time, couldn't I? So each machine produces 570 grams per second of oxygen. Maybe we should just make this one be slightly bigger than usual. Because these don't use a lot of power. And we're not actually planning on pumping the oxygen out for now. Let's do this slightly differently than in the video. We can mix it up every now and then, surely. Right, I think we actually put the ladder here so we can still access everything. We'll just make it a regular ladder for now. And then I think what we'll do is we'll actually put the metal tile here. So I'll make this all airflow tiles. There's a bit more space down here for the oxygen. And then we'll do... It's a good number of these. Do we actually have any fittings left here? We can fit a wire like that. No. We're probably just trying to connect these onto existing wires. Oh god, the power grid. Oh, you like that, Static Icarus? You like that? You like that with all the conductive wires? We're never doing this again. We got lost in a spaghetti sauce. It works. It works well, but we should have just made a longer heavy watt wire. I think what we should have done is we should have just done a heavy watt wire down here. Have the heavy watt wire be like a big U. Have half of it up here. Have half of it down here. That's totally what we should have done. But no, I decided to shove all the heavy watt wire up here because that was how we initially set up the base. It's fine. But we're going to have to find ways to plug these in. I think we do 5 of these. And then we have 6 gas pumps. We're probably not going to run 5 of them at once, but we have lots of power. So I think this is actually the important tile here. So, actually, hold on. I'm adjusting my normal design slightly, because my normal design is built around you just having one of these running every now and then. But we've got enough power, we're just going to run this a lot. And convert all of our rust and store all of our chlorine in here. So we're only ever actually going to need 1 gas pump. The liquid lock can be made of oil, that's fine. I'm gonna get rid of you, because you're gross. You could be insulated tile, it's fine. So this is all gonna be ladders, just so we can walk all over here. Maybe I'll put some bottle emptiers here. I'm trying to think about what I actually want this to look like. So if we were going to do 5, it would look like this. Like this. And then this would be the actual end. That's the last one. So that would go over here. Then this would run all the way down here. And then we would have 6 gas pumps. I'm just going to make all these out of aluminium as well. What would these even look like? Why? It's not quite there. No, that's not quite there either. I don't think there's going to be a neat way of shoving these in here. Actually, that'll do. Okay, that's neat enough. Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't think we're ever going to need these to run consistently. So, let's see. This can all be priority 7. Because I'm pretty sure everything else at this point you don't need to do. Maybe the transit tube. Would like to get the transit tube working. Yeah, go for it. Move that. Always a good sign when we actually get to transit tubes. Make all this priority 7. So we'll want to automate all of these. I think I'm just going to run them more than one group. These aren't actually going to be isolated from each other. So we'll probably just put the big switch over here. And then that's just going to run through here. No, look, it's on 7. We're doing it on priority 7 today. What a miracle. The Halloween miracle. It's quite annoying that these are 2x3s, because it means trying to actually walk over them is annoying. We'll want a liquid lock on the other end as well. This one... Why am I insulating on this side and not on this side? I'm probably insulating this bit because I want to cool down the oxygen. It won't if it's over here. But... does that actually matter? I think part of the point of this was to conduct heat from all the ice. I think I'll just seal this off. If we want access around here, we'll just go the other way. We shouldn't really need to go in here too much. Star map scanning going. Anyways, Nicola's in here today, apparently. Okay, we've actually found some things. So we found a satellite with an artifact. We found a frozen Mercury asteroid field. That makes sense. That is one way of getting refined, renewable mercury, isn't it? Cinnabar ore. Well, I don't think we're ever going to be in a circumstance where we need to go harvest renewable mercury with a drill cone. But I suppose it's nice that the option exists. You're going to be finished soon, aren't you? How's sand looking? Still not great. You're not actually ever getting this done, are you? Right, so this is where all the oxygen would come out, and then all the chlorine is just going to come out over here, right? Wow, you've been building this pretty quickly, haven't you? Oh, you're building all the drywall as well? Fair. Fair enough. Would like to get the rust machine done today, but this is important. I do like doing rust machines, though. I feel like... I'm glad you brought it up, because they're quite underrated, just for getting the metal ore. Like, I don't even necessarily care about the oxygen anymore, because we've got too much water at the moment as it is. That being said, the brine geyser isn't erupting at the moment, so we're mostly recirculating them over here now. But that's okay. So... you're not charged because... yeah, you're not charged because you don't actually have a connection yet. That's why you're not charging. That's fair enough. They're not going to build any of this until they built all of this now. Shall we? Shall we have a quick tank update? Hill stream mode is still there. Oh, there's a platy. There's another platy. I still don't know exactly what all of this bobbly algae is on the driftwood. The guys don't seem to eat it, but it also doesn't seem to overgrow. So maybe someone eats it, just doesn't tell me. Platties are getting very curious about the camera. So, let's see. Right. So this gas pump is going to go here. So this pipe, I will literally just get you to come around here. And then you're going to go in here. And you're just going to go in here. I'm going to feed you all the way to the back. I'm going to forget about you until we actually need you. But to actually store up 6 tons of chlorine gas, we would need to process 150 tons of rust and get out somewhere in the region of 80 tons of iron ore. That seems like a pretty good deal. So what else do we need in here? We need automation on these gas pumps. So we can put all this in. Lead should be fine. I think these will just come down here. Yeah, like that. And this will hook up like this. I could actually put the switches for the rust machines in here. That would be fairly neat, wouldn't it? Do I want to be able to turn them on individually? What are we doing for the guys down here? Yeah, they have their own individual switches. Whatever, we'll do it. We'll do individuals. That's fine. So let's see. It probably saves on wire. Well, it doesn't save wire. What am I talking about? Because you're building the switch. I just like building. Believe it or not. There we go. And then you can get cancelled. And then you're obviously going to need a gas pump, an atmos sensor over here for the chlorine. That's fine. You're fully charged. Good. There's also the matter of pouring in all the liquids. So I should probably actually have a gap on each of these for pouring in liquids. So I think it makes sense for it to be these tiles. And we can actually leave the bottle emptiers here, I think. Oh. That makes me sad. How about you go here? And this goes here instead. Another slickster? Sure. Actually, do we end up with CO2 in here? Oh, really? He's just vibing. Now we're going to want auto sweepers for the rust. So where's the tile of interest on these? So that is here. I think I need them to build the tiles first. Right, what's left over here then? Are you done on all of this? You're just building the tubes now. That's good. Food actually seems to be neutral. Are we just not cooking as much? Maybe we had a load of dead mammoths and now we don't. This is very cursed. Yeah, you still aren't really digging this yet, so probably not going to have this steam condense for quite some time. Basically what's happening is the steam is wandering all the way over here and then condensing on this. And then the water is slowly making its way down here. Very normal. I'm just relieved that this tube isn't all exploding. Still got loads of hydrogen. The other nice thing about having a SPOM now is we actually have a stock of hydrogen in case we want to feed it to something else. Because you don't really get large amounts of hydrogen otherwise. Wow, are you actually running out of power? Running out of liquid? It's pretty funny. We are pumping the excess out of here as well. It's taking a little while. We're going to free you, Mr. Slickster. It's going to happen. Right, have you finished scanning space yet? No. I don't think you're going to find anything else, unfortunately. But we'll let you keep doing it.
Imagine that.
Shen, you're here. You've come joined me on this not quite Halloween stream. Hope Stellaris has been treating you well. So there's a new DLC apparently. You made me a Tianki in your DLC. That's very nice. Hey, UG800. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for follow Joachim 558. Is that true? What's going on here? Hello, the Black Vegetable. We are doing some Oxygen Not Included. I am a Reezy Gaming, and we are fish enthusiasts. I need a shave. And the fish are doing well. But we're playing Oxygen Not Included today. We are on the Blasted Ceres asteroid. So, basically, it's surrounded by a load of cold sand. Or cold snow, not sand. Sand is on the mind, basically. If we set this to about -15 as a mean, there we go. It's surrounded by cold snow. We've been getting rid of all of this. We've been generating a fair bit of heat over here. Nice sort of 5 FPS going on. But our colony is doing pretty well. We've got the little rabbits that produce wood off their antlers. No, they're more like foxes, aren't they? Yeah, they're called floxes. What am I talking about? The rabbits. That's the pips. They're more like squirrels. We've got the mammoths over here that we're shearing for reed fiber. They're all eating each other's food, and it's a positive resource loop, so that's great. We are running out of sand. The issue is we are using a water sieve to recycle all of the duplicates' bathroom water, because this asteroid is very cold. So we've got an insulated area in our base where the water is actually hot, and the room is actually hot. Everything else is very cold, like -10 degrees. And the dupes are all wearing warm coats to put up with it, RimWorld style. But this sieve requires sand, and we used all of the sand on the asteroid up. So we don't have any more. We have a brine geyser over here that's 30% salt in the brine. And we're boiling all of that on the bottom half of the map, underneath all of this lava, where we've got this big geothermal heat pump that we're running. And that's getting rid of everything. That's boiling all of the brine into steam and salt. We're picking up the salt from around the map, or we should be. Some of it's ended up falling down here. And then we're conveying all of that salt back up to the base, where the duplicates are pounding on this machine constantly to turn it into sand. And they're getting table salt out of it in the process that the duplicates are using for all of their meals. So at the moment, that's the plan. The problem is, we were also running this machine a while ago that was turning our polluted dirt into oxygen, but that required a lot of sand to filter. And these geysers here, these polluted water vents, actually require a lot of sand to filter as well. So we're trying to run these too. And there's not really enough sand for everything out of just the geyser. So we're having to crush rock as well. We've actually got some normal rock here, not salt, that we're going to crush into sand as well. That's how desperate we've gotten. Hope you're doing well, Gisp, Forcheld. Hope you've had a good time with Shen. So basically what I'm trying to do at the moment, I'm trying to make sure that the duplicates have enough time to crush enough sand so that we can keep everything going. And at the moment, it doesn't seem like they do. We're also kind of building an extension down here where we're going to turn all of our rust. We've got a lot of rusty metal over here. We're gonna deoxidize that and turn it into iron ore. But we also require a little bit of salt for this. I should have thought about this. Squilly Bob, I should have thought about this when you told me to make this. This thing requires salt. And we're running out of salt. And we're crushing it all into sand. We'll probably re-divert it once we get people crushing rock. But basically, I wanted to get all of the usable metal out of the rust. Now, something else we could have done for that is we could have actually put all the rust in a volcano or something, and then melted it into molten iron. That's something else we could have done. And to be honest, we actually kind of do need refined iron instead of the iron ore, so we can keep making more steel. So there is a significant argument to be made that we should have just done that instead of what we're doing here. But I wanted to build a rust machine, so we'll see what this looks like. Yeah, it's going well. The base is cold, except for this bit, which is hot. Everyone's thriving. They've got video games. They've got a wind tunnel next to the poop statue. They've got lots of soda fountains and coffee. This is all just recycled piss, by the way. This hasn't even been filtered. It's coming. It's coming straight out of the sieve. It's getting filtered, but it's not getting clean. So they're drinking all the germs in here at the moment. And that's why there's always at least one person in the colony with food poisoning. But they are not that attentive. They haven't noticed. So they're still very happy about everything. Our duplicates have lots of morale. It's very high. We've trained everyone up to the gills with skills. So that's going pretty well. What? There's no way you're too hot, Mr. Drecker. No, you're not too hot. You're just lying. We got some random critters in here that we don't really know what to do with yet. Yeah, it's going alright. So we found this giant heat pump thing at the bottom of the map, and this thing, it heats any liquid that you pump into it by 150 degrees C. So what we've done is we've just got 18 steam turbines. They're all down here just running away with their own coolant loops. They're putting all the 95 degrees C water that they produce into the pump. And then the pump is venting it back out through these 3 vents over here. And that's coming out at about 240 degrees C. So then that 240 degrees C steam is slowly making its way down here and getting reintroduced to this. And it's literally just free power. There's no extra input required. Some of the mass is lost as some impurities. Some of it gets turned into rock, some of it gets turned into rust, some of it gets turned into metal and stuff like that. Some of it gets turned into salt, which we've been harvesting. I guess it's probably good to convert some of this rust as well, but we don't really get enough rust out of these things for it to make a huge amount of sense to prioritize that. But I guess it's something we want to do eventually. And you can shove other liquids into this than water. The hotter the liquid, the more impurities you get out. And the more interesting materials you get out. Like, sometimes you get stuff like hydrogen or, like, sour gas. Other things. But if you feed it in and it's like 2,000 degrees, you can get space-age materials out of it. Which normally you have to go into space for, and are a right pain that we've never actually done. So, pretty interesting building, but I really think the best use of it is literally just running the free steam power. Because it's so much power. Like, don't look at this. These are all the power wires we're having running off the steam turbines, and then going into our base to power everything. We've got all the transformers up here, and they're distributing all the power from the steam turbines into batteries, and then into everything else that our base uses to run. And at the moment, our base is using about 6 megajoules of power a day, and we're producing about 9. We're wasting about 3,000 kilojoules of that as steam turbine overproduction. So we recently set up this oxygen machine down here, where the excess water from this whole system is getting pumped into these electrolyzers occasionally. We don't have any excess water at the moment because the brine geyser that we're usually feeding into this to boil is dormant for the next 60 cycles, 50 cycles-ish. So we will eventually deplete... We have depleted all the water in here, so eventually we'll deplete all the oxygen and hydrogen out of here, but that's not a huge issue. We could just run all of this equipment off of the excess steam power, but that would require me to rewire some things, and I just wanted to keep this as a self-contained system. So we're just running it off the hydrogen wires and pipes at the moment, and it's working well enough. But that does mean that we're wasting some steam and consuming some hydrogen, but we're not really using this for anything yet. We don't need it for power, and there's not really much else you can do with hydrogen. We're just kind of letting it vibe. Right, I could start dumping the liquids in here, but I think I want to build everything first. Also, the issue is the dupes can't actually get down here to reach everything. So I think I actually need to not include these tiles so that they can actually descend into the room if needed. These deoxidizers. Do I want to put a ladder there? We could just put a ladder there so people can walk across a bit easier. But something we did just finish is a transit tube. We just got an achievement for it, I think. We're actually setting one up. Yeah, there we go. Wow, they've already moved 10 kilometers in transit tubes? Blimey. What are you doing? Let's follow you for a bit. So we've just set up one transit tube. It's going from our main base down into the lava zone. We've made sure to insulate this whole passage so it's not going to get... The plastic isn't all going to get melted by the magma. But yeah, this is what's usually happening at the moment. Is Stinky is coming from the main base down here to tend the pincher peppers. We have another polluted water geyser down here, and we're using that to grow peppers, and then that's what they're turning into coffee. And using it to make advanced food. We have quite a lot of food production now, more than we really need. We're eating all of these guys. The excess floxes. Have we got the right amounts in here? This one's a bit low, but that's fine. Oh, are you just trapped? I think that's the issue. Yeah, eat you. The excess floxes, their eggs are being stored in here, where they're slowly getting turned into raw egg. And then we're cooking omelets and stuff from that. But we're actually making pancakes, because we have some sleet wheat now. We're growing the sleet wheats in here. Now, this is a wheat-type grain that grows only with water that's below 5 degrees C, so it's usually quite fussy. But what we've done in this case is we've actually set it up so we're pumping hot water in, but we're running a cooling loop through the air. And this is enough to keep the room temperature cold enough that the plants feel cold, even though they're consuming water that's hotter than they should like. So I'm pretty happy with that. These are all growing. We're turning them into food. We have the gas ranges as well. We're getting natural gas from the oil wells we've got down here. So not only do we have the geothermal heat pump and all the magma, we also have some oil wells. We're pumping excess water into these as well. And then that oil is all getting shoved in a refinery where George is operating it and turning it into petroleum. We want to find a better solution than this eventually. We're planning on boiling it the old-fashioned way with a magma volcano. But that's going to come another day. Because I want to be back from holiday when we do that. But he's turning it all into refined petroleum. That is all getting sent back up to the base. So the refined petroleum is getting turned into plastic over here. And this is how we're building all of our plastic. These are just producing a load of heat. We're slowly melting this whole seal biome, which I'm sure they're very happy about. And then the oil wells also, the oil wells and the refinery also produce natural gas. And because we have so much power generation, I don't really want to use it for power. So we're just sending it to our gas ranges and we're cooking with it. But there's actually probably not enough gas being consumed. So he's only occasionally using this. And Travaldo's operating the well and releasing the natural gas. So that's all good. This steam hasn't leaked. We just poured some excess water down here and it gradually boiled off of some hot rocks. So this steam is gradually coming over here and eventually condensing. And eventually we're just going to pump this water back into the oil wells and get rid of it. It should all disappear at some point. We were just We've just been very messy with things, but it's fine. But yeah, they're using a transit tube now, which is good. We're going to keep building up plastics so that we can extend the transit tube so that it covers the oil wells as well. They also do need to come and supply this plant occasionally, but they can do that by a ladder, maybe. Where am I actually going to send the transit tube? I didn't leave room. The answer is probably through this wall. It's probably going to come through this wall, and then we're probably going to build another crossing over here somewhere. But I have to be very careful with this, because we've got a liquid lock that's kind of holding back all this gas from this zone. We want to keep the gas out of this zone, because this is directly exposed to the magma, which is very hot. And if the gas conducts too much heat, everything's going to start melting and everyone's going to start dying again. We've had 2 deaths. One was from shenanigans up here, when we were initially trying to break into the magma via a different route. They no longer really use these ladders. And the other issue was when someone suffocated early on. But long story short, I want to make sure that we're not putting anyone at risk. So I think if we release... There's quite a lot of gas down here as well now. I think we let this all leak around here. This is all... I think if we put it here, we should be fine. So let's put another tube crossing here. Once it's built, it's a gas seal. So it's not really a huge issue. We'll priority 9 these just so they get built and so I can assess the issues with gas pressure. And then that's going to come down here, and then we're just going to send it here. They're going to have to come inside here because this steam is so hot we can't run a transit tube in here. So they're going to have to get out... Oh, actually, they're going to have to get out over here, aren't they? Oh, that's annoying. That's fine, but we'll have to do it like... Yeah, we'll have to... Well, it can't U-turn like that. We'll have to do it like this. Oh, we don't have enough plastic. Okay, well, don't worry about it then. Okay, this doesn't seem to let any gas through when we do this, so that's good. We'll no, we do have plastic. What are you talking about with this? We need another tube access down here. So this is going to have to go here. The annoying thing about these tubes is they can't turn on a one-tile turn. So that means we're going to have to send it to actually get it through here, which is important because we need this to be a liquid seal that dupes can actually walk through if needed. We're actually going to have to deconstruct this. And then it's going to have to bend around up here. But none of this is actually worth doing yet because we don't have enough plastic for it. So we'll wait until we build up a bit more, and then we'll connect this. But it does need to be connected to a wire. Not this wire. Where's this wire going? That's a steam turbine wire. You know what? I think I'm alright with that. We can charge that off the steam turbines directly occasionally. Yeah, I think that's allowable. Right, how's this looking then? Have you built all this yet? No. Keep building you. We'll replace these rust machines. Oh, Mima, are you trapped? You are trapped. Okay, this needs to be a priority 9 then. You just get the vibe for now. Right, we'll put you there. What else is the plan? We need to start dumping liquids in here. So the plan with these rust machines is the oxygen will get shoved down here and the chlorine will get shoved up here. But what we have to do to make sure the gas comes out in a specific tile is we have to block this tile. The gas gets produced on this middle tile here. And then if this is all covered in liquids, then the oxygen will get shoved down here and the chlorine will get shoved up here. And it will infinitely pressurize, which is very useful for us. Because otherwise it would just be a mix, so we'd have to filter it, and filtering it requires power, and I don't want to do that. So that's what we're going to do. Very similar principle to the electrolyzers that we commonly use. The key difference is we have to supply these with rust. So what I'm hoping is we can put auto sweeper here, maybe. No. No, it's going to have to go here. So what we'll do is... yeah, it has to go here, literally. So we'll pour the liquids in, and then we're going to actually remove the bottle emptiers. But we want to build everything first. Right. Amelia is coming to build this, apparently. Nope, now it's Abe. Well, here you are, Abe. Where are you going? What are we building this out of? Igneous rock? Great, you're probably going all the way to the oil biome for that. That's not ideal. Mima is probably going to sit here and pee her suit, because that's what she does best. We'll seal this. These, for now I'm going to set them to above 0, because we want to vent all the gas in this area before we really do anything. And this needs to get removed so that I can actually put the gas pump up here, because this is going to be the chlorine. We're not currently doing anything with the chlorine gas. It's just a byproduct. So we're going to shove it in these tanks and then figure out a use for it later. Odds are we'll use Puffs to recycle it into more bleach stone, because we need the bleach stone to geotune the brine geyser, but that's a long ways off. That's a long ways off if we even decide to do it. Right, we are actually running low on sand again now, so I'm going to up the priority on these to 8. We're out of salt and we're out of sand. So this means you have to start crushing rock into sand. Which is not ideal, but you guys do have time for it, so I'm not going to whinge too much. Right. We're going to make it so that we can access all of this. And in fact, what I'm probably even going to do, I'm probably even just going to put a liquid lock down here. But we'll make this like a little lock like this. And then we'll just pour some oil in here. Yeah, we'll just do something like this. And then everyone will be able to access all of this, always. We can put some doors to restrict access if we want. Maybe we'll do that. There will come a time where I just tell the dupes to stop coming in that room, because everything's going to get supplied automatically. Maybe I should do that over here. Oh, no, I can't, because they need to actually come in here and harvest the plants when they're ready. Right, we'll build these. So, we definitely want to hook these up to something. The rest of it I'm not super fussed about. So what power wire is it going to be? So what's this one running? So this one's running the thermal aquatuner, the oil refinery. There's not a huge amount of excess power on this. Are there any wires where we do have a huge amount of excess power? Kind of taking the pee a little bit now. Oh wow, look, they're all going for it now. There we go. They're taking rock crushing literally. They're just pounding the machine. Must be very very nice stress relief. Although that being said, you're standing in the cold water, so you should probably sweep that up as well. Well, that's one way to make a lot of sand. Good. Yeah, that's still priority 7, so that's fine. Are people still on the way to do this? Yes, people are still on the way to build priority 7 things. So that's nice. This is the aquatuner that we have running our whole cooling loop. And this is running pretty much full time, but we've got some self-cooled pipes here. The water comes out of the steam turbines at 95 degrees C. So if we run some radiant pipe through here with some liquid, it's just enough cooling that it's keeping the turbines from overheating. And then we're running all this nectar through here, because nectar has a lot of heat capacity, and it gets down to like minus 80 degrees. And that's what we're using to cool down our food. So once we've made all of our food, we shove it in the freezer. And what the freezer is this metal block, which is very conductive. We're running all the cold nectar past it that's being cooled by our aquatuner. And then the food is running through the tiles as well on a conveyor belt until it gets cold enough when it's detected by the sensor that it's actually deep frozen. And once it's deep frozen, it gets dumped in here in this vacuum chamber where it doesn't go off because there's no atmosphere. And then the dupes take the vacuum sealed minus 18 degrees food and they shove it directly in their mouths. Like, look, he's just shoving a whole loaf of pepper bread in his mouth. Minus 18 degrees. I'm surprised they don't have to warm it up. Also, this wood carving of a puff looks like me on a good day. I like it. Yeah, everyone's doing alright. Right, let's actually pour some liquids in here. So, I think we'll just start with crude oil. Just pour a little bit of crude oil in here. You don't have to... You don't have to auto bottle it either. Just a little spare puddle you find. You like the dupe accessible freeze, but the liquid lock would stress me out. Oh, it stresses me out too. That's why we have these mesh tiles here. So if the dupes pee themselves, there's never going to be any liquid that ends up over here. But yes, you're right. I actually usually have two different freezers that are independent from each other. And half the food goes in one and half the food goes in the other. So if one liquid lock breaks in an emergency for some reason, then we actually can dump the food somewhere else temporarily.
I don't know what I am, but I
You're a
taste really
fish.
good. I'm a killer fish.
You're a killer fish.
I'll be your killer fish for the evening.
Hello, Mr. Dakabo. You're indeed first. 2 hours and 45 minutes into the stream. This is a usual running gag with the stream, and that first doesn't get redeemed until we're just about to wrap it up. But I'm going to go for another 20 minutes, probably.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you very much for the follow, Syracuse90. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Where's Whiskers? Whiskers, are you hiding? Whiskers is always hiding. Well, she's not always hiding, but it is nearly fishy bedtime, so I don't blame her. Right, we are getting most of this done. People are actually getting idle. That's a good sign. The people are getting idle. Oh, they're on downtime. Oh, okay, that explains. Okay, so I want you to keep crushing the rock. I should probably also put Sedimentary Rock over here on this list, right? Yeah, all the sand is now getting shoved down here, so it is automatically going in the storage bin and then in the water sieve. Is what I want. That's good. I still need to figure out which power wire this is all going on to. So this is 300 watts total, so that's not a lot. But most of these wires are overstretched. Let's see if there's any that aren't overstretched first. What's this one running? One's running the metal refinery and the glass forge. You know what? That one might be alright, actually. Because it's only 300 watts. We don't actually have to pump any of the gases out yet. I think what we'll do is we'll just configure the machines first. We'll pump it temporarily to just get the gases in the right areas, and then we'll turn them off. So I think what we'll actually do... So, in total, this is going to use 1.98 kilowatts when it's running. So we can run a conductive wire and have everything run simultaneously. But we're not going to run everything simultaneously, because what we're probably actually going to do... I think I'm just going to plug this in here, to be honest. What we're actually going to do is... We're going to run the pumps first, and then we're going to run the machines, and we're just going to store up the gas, because I don't actually care about the gas, I just want the metal. Alas, the game takes a little bit of time when it saves on the daily. So it's Which one? This one. So, what's the quickest way out of here? The answer is there probably is no actual quick way. This seems like the quickest way. Go down here. We'll shove you down the middle. Also, we have some duplicates who are permanently asleep because they're running a big brain machine with their dream journals, and that brain machine is giving everyone else significant stat buffs. Who's idle? It's Mimar again. Mimar has trapped themselves yet again. I think at this point, I'm happy for you to just leave this way. Having a bit of a freak out. That's fine. Right, where are you going? So let's build the bridges first. I don't like. Oh, wait. We don't actually need the bridges here because I disconnected this wire ages ago. Okay, good. So right, let's actually unpause it. We can build all this stuff without being paused. Yeah. Okay, so remove all the wires we don't need anymore because they're on a different network. Don't remove these ones because we're connecting them up. That one can go here. This is all extra metal that you can build with, which is why I'm doing this, so it'll make it a bit faster. Let's see. That can go down here. And then that can connect in here. And what we'll do is, while we're getting them to run this bridge is going to need to go here. Never do a wire bridge going either side of an insulated tile, otherwise it's going to let the heat leak through. You do the bridge inside the tile to avoid that. So that's going to go there, and then we're going to make sure that the bridges are priority 9, so that we can disconnect the other wires. I think I'm actually just going to priority 9 all of this. Yeah, just do it. You guys love building wires. You'll be fine. Oh no, look. That's not good. We actually have to fix this. Also, you actually need to put oil in here. So copy and paste this. I only need a little bit here. What's in the printing pod? Let's have a look. Got a flox fawn. No, let's get some bliss burst seeds. We already have enough floxes. I'm not printing any more duplicates because we're pretty happy with 36. So these set to priority 9. These should be set to enable auto bottle, I think. Okay, you've actually dumped some oil in here. How much? Okay, that'll do. What about some petroleum? Do you have some random petroleum you can dump in here? That would be nice. We want 2 liquids that are heavy, one that's light and the other, of relatively low mass, so they submerge the building but they don't actually flood it. Wait, why did I do that? Oh, I need to build them in an order, don't I? Yeah, I need to do them like this. So don't do this one, actually. Sorry. I miscalculated. That's fine. George's former home keeps getting entombed. I don't actually care about this. We don't use it. It's just a big shipping container that we can store things in now that George has moved out. But you don't need a shipping container to store things because you can stack solids on tiles infinitely and it doesn't make a difference. Right, this is actually a fair amount of extra oxygen as well. So I think the plan with this is we'll send the pipes over here. We'll run it past the machines. And then, well, I don't know exactly where it's going to connect in at the moment, because frankly, we don't need to connect it anywhere. But we'll eventually connect it to something. We'll just lead it out of the enclosure. So what priority is that? That's all priority 7 as well. That's good. So this wire. So now I can disconnect this. I can disconnect this. And then this can go down here. It's all good. I could also deconstruct these wires. I could probably get rid of most of these bridges now. I think I'm going to leave them in just in case we need them later. Yeah. And then this can go here. This can get disconnected now that there's a bridge. I can go there. And then that should hook up to everything. This pump is only going to have to run very occasionally. Oh, I remember now why we're doing this. Hold on. We have to vent all the gases out first. So we'll need to do it like this. We'll need to do this, because we need to get all the wrong gases out of here, and then we need to fill up with oxygen and chlorine, respectively. So you're just going to shove all of these gases in here for now. What I actually want to do is stop you from running. You're not even plugged in. Plugged you into the wrong end. Okay. So set a green signal if below 0 so you don't activate. And then we'll disconnect you for now. Because we need to liquid seal all of this before we can do anything. That means I need you to build all these pipe segments first. Okay, now that's done, I can fill in these tiles again, and then we can pour the liquids in here. And the principle of this liquid lock is it blocks the gas like the U-bend in your toilet does. And we're making extensive use of that sort of feature all throughout the base. So that the duplicants can get in, the gases can't get out. I'm not 100% sure this is going to get finished today. Shut some random gases in here, that's fine. When we output this, we'll need to put a filter on it. Yeah, at least you guys can get in and out of here now with the ladders. That's good. So I'm going to yellow alert you just to actually get this done. Because I want to seal this room off now so we can start venting it. And same with this one. Actually, I probably don't even want this one to run at the moment, do I? I just want to seal the room off and then have these all vent. And then what I would probably do at the moment is I would just tell them to stop using the metal refinery. So let's turn this off temporarily. Who's going to dump oil in these? The issue with these tasks is sometimes they get assigned to the wrong people. Like when you do a yellow alert, it just gets anyone to do it. It's not always the person that's closest. Right, that's sealed, so this could go down to priority 9. I like to have 2 separate seals so that it forms a vacuum in the middle, but that's not really needed in this case. In fact, you don't need to dump anything more in here. We'll get someone else to dump it from somewhere else. Yeah, we just want all the gas. Did I re-pour all the oil in here? I did. Well, it should still filter out. That's okay. How much oil did I put in here? A small amount. That's good. You want a small amount in here. Oh, no. We got ethanol in here. Oh, we can't reach this? Oh. Balls. The ethanol's going to boil. I'm going to have to get someone in here to remove that. It's going to be annoying. So let's see. You should be set to... Okay, that's enough oil in there. We don't actually want that much oil in here at all. We just want enough that it pours through here and forms a seal. That should be enough. Oh, I made you out of the wrong material. Okay, whatever. Right. Doors don't actually matter. If doors break, they still work, so I don't care. What's going on now? Oh, you're all pumping because the gas pressure dropped? Oh, right, because the liquid's all here. Right. I need you to specifically sweep this up so it's just gas in here. Otherwise, these sensors won't trip properly. But that is fine, because the room is now sealed. The issue is no one can get down here. So I think I need to temporarily deconstruct this so we can get the ethanol out of here. And then this sweep could be a yellow alert. I say sweep, I mean mop. Let me select it. And then you can grab all the stuff in here eventually, that's fine. This will shove all the gas out of this room. And now that we've disconnected the... Or now we turn the metal refinery off, we actually do have enough power to run this safely. Without overloading anything, so that's good. I'm gonna yellow alert this as well. Although, actually, don't do... Oh, okay. Yeah, don't do that one. Just do these ones. I want to leave the oil here. So now we've got the vacuum in those bits. Actually, yeah, don't do that anymore. That's fine. We should have a vacuum in both bits now. Good. Right, so this needs to get moved out of here. That is going to be a yellow alert. And then once you pick that up... Oh, stop dumping oil in here, please. This is supposed to be a low amount of mass. Need to actually pay attention to this. So, yeah, don't dump any more oil in here. These should both be set to petroleum. Right, now I can rebuild this. And then I can set you to petroleum as well. And then once we've got both liquids in here, it should be alright. Now, I'm going to turn this on again. We're going to set these to above 0. Now I can get all the gas out of here. And again, I've got 6 gas pumps here, because if this is fully operational, we're going to expect it to produce somewhere in the region of 2.85 kilograms per second of oxygen, which we probably don't actually need. But if we do want to pump it out, I want to be able to run it all at once. Which is why I've got the 3 pipes. For the most part, we're just going to be running these and getting the iron ore out. And then we'll probably just start digging the rust biomes out to get more rust. Are you doing this now? You should be. What does our power usage look like now? Yeah, it's still similar. A little bit higher the other day. The transit tube is not showing up super high on the list. That's probably fine. So, with the transit tube, I should probably also be getting them to transit tube... Well, they shouldn't be doing it in the base. That's fine. Oh, we got meteors now. This is covered up. We've finished scanning here. So we have full information on the star map now around our planet. We didn't find any other sources of salt or sand. We did find a source of metal ore and a source of mercury metal. But that's not super useful. I mean, actually, the cinnabar is probably somewhat useful. Oh, these ones need to be set to priority 9. Because these ones aren't actually in range of our auto sweepers because I'm a twit. Good to see this nectar plant is growing again. That's nice. Can I yellow alert you guys? I mean, what are you up to, May? Storing ice. I think I'm going to yellow alert these guys, otherwise it's never going to happen. You're grabbing too many random materials. I may need to prioritize certain storages again. Set them to priority 8. I'll have a think about that. The gas pressure is decreasing in here. The problem is, when it's a mix of gases, it doesn't flow very well. But now it should flow pretty well, because it's just polluted oxygen and oxygen. And if we get it to the point where it's just oxygen... Oh, I guess the top bit is going to have the chlorine in it, so we do just need to get all the gas out, because we're not pumping it from here. There's so little gas in here, I'm going to turn this on as well. Oh, you're not actually plugged in? Yeah, there you go. That'll help get the gas out of here even faster. Squilliam III is on this errand. Let's see. Where is he? Anyone coming up from the depths? There's some petroleum down here. I guess they're looking for specific bottles. There's a little bit down here. I actually put this down here to conduct heat with the batteries, but maybe we can remove all of this. We can remove all of that. That's nice. Right, you have petroleum in it now. So now we can remove you. Maybe we'll leave you here for now. But we need to remove you. There's no way I can have one auto sweeper do 3 of these, right? No. Maybe I'll just put an auto sweeper everywhere, whatever. Right, so you don't need anything anymore. What's happened here? Oh, there's just some polluted oxygen. That should get pushed out eventually. But yeah, please dump a little bit more petroleum in that one. So, the auto sweeper, we'll make the auto sweeper out of gold, I guess. And then that can go here, specifically. We'll just shove one auto sweeper in each. And we'll deliver all of the rust up here. I forgot to bring oil to this one. That's irritating. Mercury. Mercury should be fine for this. I usually do crude oil and petroleum, but mercury is also fine for high temperature environments. Well, actually, mercury is fine as a liquid between, like, minus 30 and 300 degrees. So it's pretty good in general for this. Pretty underrated. Now, these are going to be intermittent, so I'm going to hook them up to this wire. They're not going to draw power super often, so that shouldn't overload anything. That's what most of the estimated power consumption of these is from auto sweepers, but they're never all operating at once. So in practice, it doesn't actually matter. That did not work. I think it's because the mercury is denser than the petroleum. Right, we're just gonna have to start over with that one. We've got the same situation over here with the polluted oxygen, I think. Well. Oh, is it not enough petroleum for it to leach over? I think that's the issue. Elias food poisoning again. Whatever could I possibly do about this? Right, let's sweep these both up. Right, there's no pending deliveries, so now we enable auto bottling. Because we do need that to be petroleum. There is also loads of petroleum down here, so I'll just yellow alert this. We're going to have to go in a few minutes. The thumbnail will just be everyone rock crushing. This is not going to run just yet. Right, so now you need to rebuild this, and then you need to dump the mercury first, and then the petroleum. Yeah, I'll just get all these filled, and then we'll be done. We're going to dump the petroleum there now. That's a good idea. Right, that worked, so that's good. So now you can remove this. Okay, you just need a little bit more liquid. I'm liking where this is going. So you could go here. Then you need to be oil. Oil. Not the other one. We don't have anything in here that produces gas, so this should all just disappear gradually. We're actually forming a strong enough vacuum down here. These are eventually just turning off, even though there's still gas here. Oh, I've realized the issue. Now what's happening is, as we're sealing it off with the liquids, the gas is only able to come around here. This is all going to take a while to actually get pumped out, and then this pump is going to be the one doing all the pumping. Well, that's probably fine. Right, turn you off. That's enough petroleum. Move you. And then I think all we need to do is tell people to manually deliver rust to these. And I could literally just put one here, and one here, and that should cover everything. Yeah, so now do petroleum on this one. Yep, there you go. Turn you off. So now these are all loaded correctly with the right materials. And then you can plug in here, you can plug in here. I would do storage. I could just do storage bins in here. Are we actually going to produce that much rust? Probably not. I'll put a storage bin in here. How's that? Whatever. This is actually very nearly ready to go. The main issue then is not only do we need rust, we actually need salt as well. Oh, this is why I do it like this. Hold on. I do it like this because I actually need 2 separate storages. I need one for salt and one for rust, because otherwise they'll fill it with one or the other. So what I'll actually do is I'll put in the conveyor loader up here. This. And that will be filled with salt. And then the bottom one, the storage bin will be filled with rust. And the dupes will just manually deliver that. Because that's just going to be all over the map in random places. Right, so you're actually all vented now. It's just this top bit. Okay, and then you're going to be set to rust. Set you to priority 5, I guess. Because this is not urgent. This is just something nice to do for more metal. And then you're going to get set to salt. In fact, actually, what would make sense is salt is getting sent up by conveyor rail here. The brine. That's where all the salt is going to come from at this point. So what I should actually do is just set up conveyor receptacles here. Yeah, we'll do that instead of loaders. Because I don't think I want anyone manually loading salt in here. We shouldn't be getting salt at this stage, because we mined it all out. So that will come from this conveyor rail from the brine guys are processing. And that will go into the bleach stone first. Then it will go down here. Then it will come up here. There, it will go in here. And that makes sure that everything gets stored in the correct order. Okay, I like that. Yeah. That's nice and easy. Right then, so the only thing left for getting this to work is... I'll put another storage bin here, it looks lonely. The only other thing left for getting it to work is to actually get some salt to come from this brine geyser. You're all finished, so now we'll set you to above 2,000. I could just dump all of the extra oxygen over here into the rest of the map. Is that a problem? Maybe, because we're letting in carbon dioxide over here. I'll disable these for now. And we'll think about that later. But then it should just be a case of turning this on. And then the metal ore... Where am I going to send the metal ore? That's probably going to go into loaders. That probably is going to go into loaders. That'll go here. That's in range of all of those. And that can come down here. Then all that metal can get dumped out where? I'll just dump it here for now. And I'll set that to everything just so that all the spare material in here gets dumped out. Also, I did not plan this wire very well. The wire should come down here. And then we'll disconnect it up here. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll set you to all. Is that the only thing you have left to build? Have you actually built everything else you have? Amazing. And eventually you guys will start digging, right? Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. And we'll turn these all on once the gas is dissipated, but we're down to very low levels of gas. That should happen imminently. I think I'm going to speed through it. Do I speed through it? Oh god. No, you guys are going to ponder too much on speed 3. I only ever speed it up when we're trying to get rid of gases, because it just takes too long to pump them. But that's okay. Right. I think, on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. Because I think we've solved our main problem today. So our main problem today was we were running out of sand. So we... Save this. So we were running out of sand. So we set up a load of rock crushers in here for crushing rock when people get bored. So we'll always have sand from that. We've reshuffled our sand conveyor so it's not getting stuck anymore. So that's good. And then we've also built a transit tube. Go down here, because we can. And now Stinky the Farmer gets a bit of a more pleasant experience. We've also scanned this whole area of space with a telescope. So that's finished. And now, once we do get some extra salt again, we can use the salt to also process all the rust. So that's a good plan. So, yeah, let me turn it down, and we'll go raid someone else. We'll put the music on. But, yes. Thanks very much for watching. If you're still here from Shen's raid earlier, thank you very much for sticking around. Shen has been a big inspiration for me as a streamer, and to be honest, kept me sane while I was doing my PhD, so it's always nice to say hi to Shen's community. If you like what you've seen and you want to see more, feel free to follow me on Twitch to get notifications when I go live. We usually play Oxygen Not Included on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. 7:30 to 10:30 British time. Oh god, we've got a Hillstream loach on the camera. Escape! Blocking the view. Yeah, I'm actually on holiday after today, so I will be back next Wednesday. But we do upload all of the videos to YouTube. All of the VODs from the streams are on there. And also we have a lot of discussion guide video content in there. For Oxygen Not Included. We have a guide on how to handle Rust machines and a few other things. And we also have the Discord, where if you have questions about Oxygen Not Included and other games, we tend to answer them. We did also just finish playing Balatro. We beat all of the decks on Gold Stakes difficulty. So expect some YouTube videos coming out about that imminently. But yeah, let's go give someone a big raid. I always like passing on the raids from Shen, surprising someone with a very large number of viewers. Now, Julie Pixels is... yes, Julie Pixels is a friend of the channel. She is streaming for charity, I believe. Yes, she is streaming for charity, raising money for kitties. So, if you want to support Kitten, feel free to hop over to Julie Pixels with me. If you have any fishy or froggy emotes, feel free to send them Julie Pixels' way. And otherwise, enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be back next week, and maybe we'll actually build a volcano petroleum boiler at some point. But most likely, we're just going to try and escape and find an iron volcano. Take care, everyone. See ya.